call this one absolute value parent function. After then, I'm going to draw first this y is equal to 2/3 absolute value x. I'm going to draw this. So what is the slope here? Rise to run 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay? 2, 1, 2. I need one more box here. So here you go. Okay? And then symmetrical one. What is the axis of symmetry here?
It would be 0, 0.
Okay, I'm covering a new thing here.
Oh wait, it'd be x equals 0.
Right, good job. So this is y-axis, this is x-axis, correct? And this is the origin. And in this case, axis of symmetry is this, because when you flip these, not flip, when you fold these along the y-axis, they will match. So that's why we call this one axis of symmetry. And this is x is equal to 0.
So y is that? On this one,
In this case, yes.
X equals 0 because the y values are changing, but the x stays the same.
Yes. When you fold that to wing along with the y, they'll match. That's why in this case, this is the axis of symmetry. And then the name is x equals 0.
Okay. Now what about this negative 2/3?
I'm going to continue. So, negative, we're not talking yet. Stay focused. And I have completed right wing. And, you know, there's two ways to get the left wing. Either get the symmetry, use axis of symmetry, which is how many units here? 1, 2, 3 from the axis of symmetry. Do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Wrong color code. And then another thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to left 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then connect points. That is the graph of this, but we don't need this. What we need, y is equal to negative. So if you make this negative, what you need to do? Reflect across the x-axis. So basically, you're going to get the green one. Exactly. You're going to keep this one and then flip across the x-axis. Okay? So what you can do, you can get the symmetrical points of these points. For example, look over what color. Yeah. 2 units. Right? Has to be 2 units down. Clear? And then from here to here, how many units? 1, 2, 3, 4 units. And you do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Or it goes, yes. So it's gonna go from these points. Similarly, 2, 2. And then what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. What's happened? You're right here, okay. Now we got it. We define vertex, the corner of the graph. This is a vertex, for example. Another example, so let's say this is 3 and 2. This is the point 3 and 2. We call this point is a vertex. Is that clear? The corner is the vertex. Is that clear?
Yeah.
And clean this up. You guys are writing the formula. Y is equal to a times absolute value x minus h plus minus k. And in this formula gives you the coordinates of the vertex. Okay? Coordinates of the vertex. So y is equal to, let me match these. Put the calculators back aside. Put the calculators aside now. Open your journals. Write the formula. Identifying transformations. Okay, after this, I'm going to write the formula here one more time in order to match. I'm going to match the formula and the function here. Y is equal to a x minus h plus minus k. Okay? Then what is the question? I will match the question and the function. Y is equal to negative 2 x minus 1 minus 3. Now we're identify the vertex right here. Vertex is right here, guys. So vertex is h and k, right? You just said what was h? And then k is negative 3. It's on the question, see?
Oh yeah.
Matches. So that negative comes from formula itself. So k match with 3. Okay, when I look at the question back on question number 8, it's telling me that vertex is, so okay, wait a second, let's finish this question first. So what is vertex? 1 and negative 3. Okay, and at the same time I can determine what is that? Axis of symmetry. Thank you. What is axis of symmetry?
1. X equals 1.
Yes, in this case, this one going to give you axis of symmetry.
So your X values of your axis.
Exactly. Axis, this one going to be your axis of symmetry. And this is going to tell you exactly. So we'll do practices and question number 8, 9, and 10. Once we do those practices, it will make more sense. Okay, f of x, it's going to be something like this. Y is equal to absolute value x. And then what's happened to this? They have changed plus or minus k. Apparently, the slope changed. Since slope changed, what is the new slope? What is the new slope, class? 1, 2, 3, 4. So new slope is 1 over 4. Is that clear?
Yes.
Rise over run. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then x minus h and plus or minus k. Okay, let's start with the easy one. K. So up or down. The graph went how many units down? 1 unit down, right? It used to be here, went 1 unit down. So that makes negative 1. Minus because it's either one. Whatever is that. This is so straightforward. You don't need to worry about it. So straightforward. It went down minus 1. So clear, all right? And then what happened? Your graph went to the right 2 units. 1, 2. It went to the right, think vice versa, think opposite. It's go to the right 2 units, it's going to be negative. So you put here negative 2. Okay? Why it's negative? It went to the right 2 units. This is positive 2. Very nice point. Now look over here. What is the axis of symmetry here?
2.
Okay, look at the axis of symmetry now. X is equal to positive 2, right? This is axis of symmetry. axis of symmetry, because it's crossing right in the middle. All right, axis of symmetry is positive 2.
Wait, but how do you know that if it's in the graph?
Without graph, you're supposed to given the formula. So that number is axis of symmetry. From the formula, H is axis of symmetry. So if it's 2, hey, it's 2.
That says negative.
But this is not negative 2. That negative comes from formula. That is comes from formula, it's 2. Okay. The coordinates of vertex, there are two methods in order to do that. What is this? X is 2, y is negative 1. Right? X is 2, y is negative 1 is giving me the coordinates. Without knowing this, I can tell you that H and K, remember, vertex is this formula gives you the vertex. If you don't see the graph, still you can know. Here you go. H. What is H? In this case, H match. Makes sense? H is 2. K is negative 1. K is negative 1. It's plus minus because in this case it's minus. We don't need this. K is negative 1. Y, I'm going to write the formula. A times x minus h plus or minus k. In this case, we don't have anything. Okay? Now, y is equal to, I'm writing the formula itself, I'm writing the graph itself here, 2x plus 1 plus 0, right? Because we don't have k. That means it's going to stay on, where is that?
Y equals, X equals 0.
Yes, and the vertex. Vertex formula is this, h comma k, without graphing. If I graph, that'll be easy to see, because you'll see the corner and then just figure out the coordinates, or the pairs. But now we don't have the graph. So h, here you go. H is this.
It's negative.
Sorry. It's going, okay, here's the shortcut.
It should be negative 8.
It should be, once you see h here, you'll just get the opposite number here. You see positive 1, you're going to put here negative 1. This is the shortcut. This is the way you memorize. I'm going to explain the reason. Okay? This is the way you memorize. So memorize right now. When you see here the number positive, you put here negative. And k is going to be 0. So why we're doing that? Because your graph is going to be x plus 1. When you see, remember, when you see plus, what we were doing, going to the opposite direction. That's why. So this is the parent function, and it's going to go opposite direction 1 unit. So your new graph is going to be this. And what is axis of symmetry? Axis of symmetry is this. X is equal to negative 1. So this number is also giving you the axis of symmetry. And then, what is the next question? Axis of symmetry. We got the axis of symmetry is negative 1. Then we're going to tell what are the transformations. What are the transformations? So the graph is, what's happened? Graph is, okay, we don't need to graph. We're not supposed to graph. We're not supposed to graph. Without graphing. So here's the vertex. We call vertex. We figured out. This is the first step, is done. Okay? Second step, what is the axis of symmetry? Axis of symmetry is this one always. H is axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is -1. And then third question, what are the transformations? It's what's happened, it's move to the left 1 unit and then stretched by the factor of 2. Stretched by the factor of 2. That's it. Since it's not this one, what was k? What was the function of k? It was going up or down. So since it's 0, in my question, since it's 0, it's not going up or down. There is no vertical shift. We do have horizontal shift. Shift it to the left. One unit. Stretched by the factor of 2. That's fine. Stretched by the factor of exactly. Yeah. Yes. Yes, because there is nothing inside of the x, there is no horizontal shift. But I can easily say it's going to be vertical shift. Christo, is that right? Tell me the vertical shift. Say again. 2 units, where? 2 units down. Vertical shift. Vertical shift. 2 units down. And then there is negative sign, makes it reflect across the axis. Exactly. And then 1/2, another color. The 1/2 here, what is this? Compressed so 1/2, since it's less than 1, in between 1 and 0, that makes compression. Okay, when the numbers increase, it's going to be reflection, stretch, and since this number is less than 1, it's going to be compression.